with your situation, if you feel constantly drained, exhausted, or are barely coping with your daily existence, if you feel trapped or stagnant, if you're frustrated because regardless of the action you take, something always gets in your way, if you're ready to move on from a failing relationship, there's absolutely no point in packing up everything you own and taking it with you. All you do is transfer the problem into your new life, deal with it first, and then go. If your partner has moved out, leaving you lost and brokenhearted, if you've reached the point in a grieving process where you're ready to look ahead instead of living in the past, if your health and well-being aren't as good as you'd like them to be, if you feel constantly aggrieved, unhappy, bored, unappreciated, and basically miserable, if you feel like you just have too much stuff, if some parts of your life are going really well and others stink, if someone who cares about you has gifted you this audiobook, these are all excellent reasons to get started on your interiors therapy without delay. So why has it taken so long for this book to find its way to you? Interiors therapy for relationships has been brewing for 17 years. 17 years, I can hear you saying. That's procrastination on a grand scale. Well, yes and no. I like to see it as being nurtured, tested, reviewed, and ultimately born to create a positive niche in a world where vast negativity currently abounds. Interiors therapy is just one part of making life work for you, but for many of the people I've worked with over the years, it's the key change to making the biggest difference. People who believed themselves to be permanently single or spent years and many thousands of pounds in therapy, as well as individuals who were barely coping financially, now thrive after changing the physical and emotional energy around them. Like all the best things in life, in order to get the true benefit of interiors therapy, you have to invest time and effort into the process. And I can't say this often enough. You have to follow through. It's ridiculously easy to have a quick win at the beginning of the process and assume you've done everything you need to do. As Julia Roberts says in Pretty Woman, big mistake. Big. Huge. Just as you can't expect to be a competent driver after learning how to switch on the ignition, gaining real benefit from interiors therapy means engaging with it throughout your home, and ultimately, you'll find you extend the impact into other areas of your life. If you go into it with half measures or give up after doing a little bit of decluttering, you're likely to be disappointed, and that would be sad for me as well as for you. The initial plan for this book was to focus on using one element of the interiors therapy process, the Manifesto for Love, to open up your life and your home to a loving, kind, generous, and wonderful relationship. What became clear as the book was being written is that sharing just one part of a much wider concept would do you, my amazing listener, an injustice. You need and deserve to go a whole lot deeper, because right now your emotional health, your self-esteem, and your future happiness depend on it. So this book is written in 3 parts. Each is individually crafted to get you on track to a happier, more personally fulfilling life, and if you so choose, a relationship genuinely worthy of the person you become. I strongly recommend following the process rather than cherry-picking the bits you fancy. So how is this going to work? Part 1 is designed to get to grips with your situation right now and identify what's holding you back. It's going to start the process of shifting your emotional energy and attitude. This is fundamental to reprogramming your internal sat-nav to point you in the right direction. Part 2 focuses on the basics of interiors therapy, taking a close look at the past and present of the possessions and memories you keep around you. If we continue the car analogy, it's the equivalent of having a super intense service and valet of your vehicle, so it runs brilliantly and feels fresh and new. And as any driver will know, a car always runs better after a skilled mechanic has tuned it up. Part 3 is the blueprint for creating your manifesto for love. Whilst it may be tempting to skip forward, if you choose to jump ahead without building firm foundations first, you're doing yourself and any potential romance a disservice. This is where we put fuel in the car and your foot on the accelerator, and you aim for the open road with nothing in your way. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, or what you do. By making you think about everything